This wasn't just the opening of a museum. It wasn't even just the opening of the newest gem in the crown of the illustrious Smithsonian Institution. It was the recognition in very fundamental ways of a much larger repositioning of one's understanding of American heritage and the place of Native people in it. So in that respect, I believe it was a reorientation, if you will, of understanding the American experience. And by that I mean the experience of all of us who sit in the Americas, Euro-Americans as well as Native people. And in that very fundamental way, it did represent a door opening and light being shown into previously dark spaces. And I think that's also important in understanding why the National Museum of the American Indian is a very different kind of place. In museological terms, it's a very different kind of place too. It's not simply on, a stop on the tour bus route. It's a place where museums finally take on the task, I think, of larger mediations. It becomes civic space, social place. And that's extremely important, because if you kind of extend, if you will, the native view of things as I have described it, then you also come to that last step, which is the National Museum of the American Indian as being a place of reconciliation for all, not just for the Native community itself, although it is that. But its effort would be, if this really is a place trying to reflect, if you will, the Natives' sensibility of wholeness, potential wholeness in the universe, then it seems to me everybody has to be included in that vision. And so that's why I always saw the National Museum of the American Indian as hopefully having the capacity to contribute to this much larger sense of reconciliation that came out of enhanced mutual understanding and therefore mutual respect, which for me are the two key premises to true cultural reconciliation.